Hello guys, good afternoon. My name is Ivan Rodarte, and for the Service Learning Project, I will be talking about Big Vista Community Health Centers. So Big Vista is the agency that I've been working with, and I share their number and their website if you guys want to go ahead and take a look of it. Big Vista has multiple locations in the state of Colorado, but since I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, I visit their Springs location. Big Vista is a nonprofit organization, federal qualified health center that is dedicated to provide medical, dental, and behavioral health care in a collaborative setting that serves all people of all ages. In the Colorado region, Big Vista serves over 94,000 patients between the 26 centers they have. And the reason that I choose them is because their main mission is to provide exceptional health care to people who's facing access barriers through clinical programs as well as education. Their main goal is to enhance the health of all people that they serve. What do I learn? By having the honor to spend time at Big Vista, I was able to understand ecological systems theories in a better way. As we know, ecological system theories were formulated in order to be able to explain the qualities of children in their environments in which they interact. These environments and the interaction will influence on how they grow and develop. I feel that by spending time at Big Vista, I was able to notice the impact of these ecological systems and how they impact the individual and the people around it. There was several complicated situations that happened while I was at Big Vista, and one of them was the case of a child full of cavities in all 20 baby teeth. Mom was concerned of the treatment that the doctor was proposing and nervous for the child. And I personally feel that the way that her mom was feeling about the whole situation, the child was able to feel it, and he was also interacting in some type of way. Also, I learned that cultural patterns, values, dominant ideas, and beliefs, as well as economic and political systems, can also influence the way in which we interact. Big Vista, it's characterized for providing services to people with different cultural backgrounds, languages, ideas, and beliefs. Big Vista provides services to people who cannot afford medical or dental insurance. During my visits, I was able to realize that the majority of the people who ask for their services are Hispanics. Also, I was able to see the correlation between religion and medical services. What do I mean by this? So, as we know, in many cultures of the world, at the time of receiving medical attention, people are based on their religious and cultural beliefs. So, for example, one of the times that I was there, a patient from Pakistan, under no circumstance she will be attended by male assistants or male doctors, since in her culture, women can only be attended by women. Why learning is important and how the learning process occurred. I feel that by spending time, I was able to learn about how the systems will affect the individual and the correlation between the systems and the services that the individuals are looking for. So by spending time, in this case with the dentist, I was able to learn more on how they interact with their patients and what they do in order to serve their patients and make them happy. I feel that the reason why the dentist let me interact with his patients, was because I'm a dental assistant. So he feel more comfortable for me to be in the room, and he allowed me to be in some of his several cases. I also was able to notice how hard it is for family members to try to stay positive for the patient. For example, when I was on the medical side, one of the patients was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and I remember that all the family members were there. The wife, daughters, sons, and all the grandchildren were present. When the doctor let them know what was going on, it was very noticeable, the sad look on their faces, and how a lot of them were in tears. But also I noticed that they were trying to stay strong, and they were trying to hide their sadness, so that like to the patient, the less they want is to make the patient feel guilty or make him sad too. I feel that it is very important to mention that not every individual will react the same to situations, even if they are experiencing the same microsystems. Every individual will react based on their personality traits, their temperament will play a big role in it. And in many cases, they're influenced by unique biological and genetic factors and how that particular person is treated by others. One of my biggest takeaway was I was able to understand families and the relationship that they have to society. And I feel by understanding families and how they interact with each other, I will be able to develop ways in which we can help families utilize their resources. For instance, it is very important that we understand family dynamics, growth and development, human sexuality, family resource management, as well as the impact that parent education and guidance will have on children. I personally believe that interpersonal relationships must be developed between clients in order to gain empathy and trust from them. I personally feel that Peak Vista ensures that all their employees show empathy to their patients. In this case, they will ensure that their employees will show active listening skills, communication skills, decision making, problem solving, and conflict resolution. Their main goal is to make sure that all individuals that they serve are treated equal due to the amount of diverse families in the area. And I was able to notice when I was there that a lot of families use Peak Vista, and all these families are unique. And what I mean by unique is that a lot of them have their own religion. Some of them speak different languages. They're different in color and also beliefs. But I feel that at the end of the day, we're looking for the same resources. As far as connecting what I learned to theorists, I'm going to use Jean Piaget because, as we know, he believed that minds do not simply respond to stimuli and consequences, but instead minds grow, changes, and adapts to the world. It's very important to mention that his investigations and studies are based on Darwin's theory of evolution in the process of adaptation. As we know, adaptation is the process in which organisms change to be more successful in their environments. By going over to this agency, I was able to notice that a lot of times we adapt to our environments. We adapt to the people who is treating us. We adapt to the way that they're doing things. And because at the end of the day, we wanted to be more successful. So that's where I see the process of adaptation. We adapt to what's going on. Either as the patient or as the family member, you have to adapt to what is going on at the moment. Piaget believed that individuals are active participants in the learning process, and they're always seeking out for new experiences. And I feel that that's the case wherever you go. We're always looking for something new. We're always looking for something that is going to benefit us as human individuals. As we know, for him, mental categories are organized into schemes or schemas, and individuals might change their schemes or schemas as they grow. So meaning that they will adapt to whatever is going on, but on the meantime, they will change their scheme or schema that it will fit them better, and it will provide them a better outcome on what's going on. With what I have learned, I will say that what I will be able to do with everything that I have learned during the semester is that I will be able to help families in a better way as a human development person. I will be able to gain trust from the people that I will be helping, and I feel that it's very important that trust and that connection is made in order for them to be more comfortable with you, and in order for you to be able to help them in a better way. I'm also would like to share the resources that I use. I use this book, which is called Introduction to Human Services. So that book gives us an overview of what human services really are, what's the purpose of human services, what's the point of human services, why individuals use human services. And as a human service representative, what is your main job when you're working for human services as a human service representative? What will be your main goal? How can you help families? How are you going to react to different situations? How do the process of adaptation works? Why every individual react different based on what's going on? I also, of course, share the Peak Vista website and, of course, the the ecological systems theory, and our book as well. So I'm looking forward to see all of your guys' presentation, and I hope all of you guys have a wonderful day.